We were planning to go to England, to Buckingham Palace, to film the funeral of Princess Di, but our reservations got screwed up and we just couldn't go. So instead we're doing it at the next best place, the White Castle. And we're here to commemorate the life of two great women that have left us this week, Princess Di and Mother Theresa. And I'll be honest with you, I'm so upset about this that I didn't even want to get out and tape today, but I did because I know that Princess Di would have wanted it that way. She's one of the most wonderful people that's ever lived. And you know, Vince, the world will never be the same without her. She touched my life. She was my princess. But, well, she died. And she died tragically with a millionaire playboy in a car accident with drunk drivers. What a waste. What a waste. She could have done so much more good for the world. What do you think about this, Vince?
Well, you know, Pete, with all the nobility that she had in her family, and, you know, since we're at White Castle right now, you know, it kind of gives me an idea, you know. Every time I think of White Castle, I think of Buckingham Palace.
Oh, really?
And right now, I could go for a good buffet. Unfortunately, we're at White Castle. We have to eat fast food, and maybe it's best if, you know, we have a meal on Princess Di right now. Don't you think so, Pete?
It's not Princess Di anymore.
Oh.
It's Princess Died. That's an appropriate name for it now.
And actually, if you're here at White Castle and you eat the food, you might just die. So, you know.
But you know, I know if Princess Di was here today, she'd probably get extra ketchup.
Excuse me, sir. We'd like to ask you a question. What do you...
Don't speak English.
You don't speak English?
No.
Oh, I don't speak... Anybody speak English here? No speak English? Do you speak English? How about you? Do you speak English? It's funny. We're on White Castle here in South St. Louis. And here we are in America, and nobody here speaks English. Just don't make sense. Do you speak English?
No.
You don't understand any English at all? Just no and yes, huh?
No, I'm Bosnia.
Oh, are you? What do you think of Princess Diana dying today? I mean, this week. What do you think about it?
Okay.
It's okay for her to die?
Okay, America.
Oh, it's okay in America, huh?
Okay, America.
Okay, well, thank you. What do you think today of the, what do you think of Princess Diana dying?
Well, it was sad.
What did you think of Princess Diana dying today?
I don't know.
You don't speak English? Anybody speak English here? What did you think about Princess Diana dying?
No, that was kind of a sad affair.
What did you think of the funeral today?
I didn't watch it on television.
Did you follow it all week?
Only if the TV was on.
Like the local news stations here in St. Louis, we have our own St. Louis connection to this royal tragedy. Now, you know, right here next to me is Vince, and in honor of Princess Di, he is suffering from a royal disease, gout. You know, gout, Vince, is the affliction of nobility.
Oh, I didn't know that, Pete. But you know what? I am sort of a noble person. I like to eat a lot of rich food. I like to eat, you know, all kinds of seafood. And I think that's where I got my gout from, eating all that seafood.
You're on a seafood diet, aren't you?
Yeah, I see what I can eat, and I just keep eating, that's all. It's just a special diet that you got to stay on, and the more rich food you eat, well, chances are getting gout are very good. And
well, congratulations.
Generally, my opinion of the Princess Di situation, or at least the news event, is that it's highly overrated, highly overblown. Nothing but a high-rated celebrity who met, you know, a tragic and early demise. And, you know, as a news story, it should take maybe 1 minute in the news, and that's it.
How are you coping with the tragic death of Princess Di?
I never really checked it out that much. You know, I hear a lot of people talk about it, but that's a little bit bad, you know.
I would like to present this to my Lady Di. You are my Lady Di. Down the heart, you're my Lady Di. And I would like to present this to you She's even got Mickey on it for Mickey. Yes,
So touching. Should I open it now?
Yes, open it now. I've had it since about December, and I never did get a chance. Yeah, electrical tape instead.
Electric tape for me? Because this is an electrifying experience. It's duct tape, as in quack.
Quack, quack.
Make sure you're not shocked.
Oh, it may explode.
Shocking experience.
Shocking.
But coming from
It's
you.
even going to smell good, too. This is for my Lady Di. This is my
honey.
Lady Di. And this is hubby Horner.
Is this
Smell it.
It smells. Oh, it smells just like Princess Di and Dodie. It smells like real love.
He's Dodo or Dodie.
Oh, it's so sweet, just like the love that we share.
Oh, you know it.
Mickey, when you're kissing Tom Horner, don't forget some of the other people he kissed.
I'm just as plain and simple as you can plainly see. That's why I'm plain and simple as can be.
I want to ask you a very serious question. What do you think about the fact that there's never, ever been any black princesses, kings, or queens?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I don't trip off color, religion, or race, or none of that.
My main man.
Python.
Wow, look at that. Look at that snake. Does that snake kill people?
He probably could, yeah. He could wrap around you and squeeze you to death.
Well, how come he's not doing that to you?
Because he's a friendly snake. But he's not mine either.
Well, let me ask you something. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you find the driver of the limousine responsible for the death of Mother Teresa?
Yes, I don't know about Mother Teresa, but...
Hey, Vince, you continue this interview for me.
There's nothing wrong with the snake. Do you like pythons?
Yes, I do. I've got 2 of my own at home.
And basically, you just try to let it sit there and crawl over.
Yeah.
It doesn't bite or anything. He was just worried.
He can bite. He's got a brain of his own. He can bite. He's got a brain of his own.
Well, I don't want him biting anybody, so. See, they don't make very much noise. They just like to. Think he'll snap at that?
Well,
Oh, yeah, there.
yeah, because then he might snap at me.
No, he won't do anything to you. You're like a tree to it, you know. He's like clinging to you. So anyway, let's get back to this interview. What did you think of Mother Teresa dying?
Well, I didn't like her dying, but I couldn't do nothing about the death.
I feel very sorry for Princess Di and her family. She really was a girl. Pete doesn't understand, does he? She was a girl who came from a privileged background. And at first, she seemed like an airhead. Well, in the last few years, she did something with her life. She really found her place in the world where she went out and helped other people. She wasn't afraid to touch them. She went to people with AIDS. She went and helped with the landmines. She did all these good causes she was getting involved with, and I think it's really a shame that we lost her at this point. I think she was just starting to come around and really make something out of her life. I feel very sorry about it. I think it's bad, and Pete just doesn't understand that. He doesn't see it.
You ever see in this cast? Every day there's like a half hour of news. Now, some days lots of things happen, and some days not many things happen, but they still have a half hour of news. In other words, they have to fill up that half hour with something. In this case, it's with Princess Di.
Yeah, we heard these stories about Princess Di, pro and con, but Princess Di always tried to add an air of sophistication, aristocracy. When she came to St. Louis, she ended up at the venerable old 95-year-old South Broadway Athletic Club trying to add an air of sophistication to that and bringing some nice British ladies down there to possibly wrestle, but we'll never see that because Princess Di has passed away. Some of you are sorry, some of you aren't, but we'll move on from that.
You know what Princess Di said to her sons William and Henry? You stay in Scotland. I'm gonna go crash in Paris.
Lady Di is alive. They faked it just like they faked Elvis Presley's funeral. They faked it. She is alive. I know she is.
Now, we all know where Princess Di is being buried, which, of course, is Graceland.
I normally drink Mad Dog, but I had to splurge today. I had to go get me some Crown Royal and put it on ice, and that's how much Lady Di means to me. Instead of Mad Dog, I jumped up to Crown Royal.
Now, speaking of Graceland, Bill Beanie has called me up yesterday and said he has evidence that the DNA in Princess Di's coffin does not match the DNA of Elvis.
Princess Diana, she was a trick hoe that didn't know nothing. Stupid trick white bitch didn't know my skis or nothing. And when I come, that young little GD loc on the block representing the 6 IGs, that bitch Diane wasn't representing. Put me on the map, the little D-Loc and my whole 6 side crew. So I'm on the TV, nigga, too. And when we come, the 6 G's, if your police take it, turn it into the pigs, then you ain't gonna even make it. Me and my G's faded down the block, fool. Knocking old schools down the block. Tricking, tracking niggas on your stop. And when we ghetto form, that's the end of my ghetto storm.
And that's the way we like to remember Princess Di. How, as a sensitive lady, how are you coping with the tragic death of Princess Di?
I think it's wrong. I think that they should prosecute to the fullest all the journalists that was involved.
Well, the journalists weren't smashing the car into the wall. The guy was drunk.
But he wasn't as drunk as they're trying to say he was.
Well, how do you know this?
I read the paper and I
What paper did you read this in?
I read it in yesterday morning's Post.
Really? He wasn't that drunk?
He wasn't as drunk as they're saying.
He was just a little bit drunk.
The car wasn't going 120 miles as they reported. And that is from our experts here.
How come you didn't go to England for the funeral?
How come I didn't?
Yeah.
I can't afford it. I make $6 an hour and I'm trying to keep a family of 4 surviving.
What do you think about the fact that there are no black princes, or queens, or kings?
I think that's the same.
You think it's discrimination? I think it's discrimination. It's discrimination. Come over here. How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. You know, we're going to talk about the death of Princess Diana, who was the Princess of Wales. Yeah. But we have a better name for her now. We're going to call her a whale of a princess.
Well, I mean, she was a nice person, and she did a lot of things for homeless and people that was poor and needed things. So
Did you know she was in St. Louis about 5 years ago, and she went shopping right on this street?
Well, yes, she's been around. I don't know if she went shopping on the street, and I can't.
And you know, she's royalty, so guess what she ate?
I can't tell you.
She ate at the White Castle, because of her royalty eats there.
Okay, well, I can understand what she was a nice people, and as her doing for the homeless and people that was helped, she was a nice person, and I have to give her that much credit. She was good. She was a good
Let me ask you something. Can you name one black prince, princess, queen, or king?
Well, I can't just say that because of we have a lot of healthy people that's out here, like Bill Cosby and a lot of people that have money.
He's the king of comedy, but he's not a real king.
Well, I can't just say that, but I mean, I knew she was the princess, so I knew she had money, and her husband had money, family had money.
She was the people's princess, and Mike, could you take a look at some of these people here that she was the princess of? Here you go. There's some of them, over here. Thank you, my main man.
York. It's the king.
Let me tell you.
Come on, y'all. It's king of St. Louis.
Diana was the princess of the people. And Mike, could you take a picture of these people?
I'm gonna tell you, she was the princess of London, but she never put none of that damn money down here in St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? We struggling down this motherfucker.
They show how she.
You know, we need money in this state. You know.
What do you think about Mother Theresa dying?
Like I say, they didn't put none of that money down here. Got struggling. We down here busting each other in the head. Got get $1. You hear me? You know what I'm saying?
We trying to bust them in the head to get $1, you know? Y'all got me on TV. Hey, everybody, hey, yeah. We up in St. Louis, got doing it like this. We rappers, okay? Everybody you see is rappers.
Could you do another rap for Princess Di, or how about, could you do a rap for Mother Teresa?
And there's gonna be any type of tips or anything dropped down?
No, it's not. Could you do a rap for Mother Teresa?
Hey, you know what? I'm the man here, you know what I'm saying? I feel kind of, you know what I'm saying, you know, I'm sorry to hear about what happened to Mother Teresa, but Mother Teresa ain't putting no money down here, you know what I'm saying? We out here in the struggler, you know what I'm saying? All my brothers, come on, man, tell them how you feel out here, goddamn me.
I'm innocent, I just smoke weed, dog, I ain't gonna lie. But shit, like my homeboy said, they ain't leave no money down here, shit. Ain't no royal families down here. It's all kin folks and family down here struggling, like he said, you know what I'm saying? That's all we cross seas, but we still down here in St. Louis pumping it up.
And we all down this motherfucking jail, you know what I'm saying? They building more penitentiaries. All they want to do is put us in cages and Who the king of the white people? Who the king of the white people?
I don't know who.
You tell me, you want to know who the king of the black people is. I want to know who the king of the white people.
I don't know.
Who the queen of the white people? Prince Diana is the queen of the white people.
Well, you know who the queen of the black ladies is, don't you? Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey.
She the queen of TV talk host, dog. You gotta get your shit. That ain't, nah. We ain't got no kings and no queens. Everybody.
Well, you kidding me? From Africa? Most of the people that were taken from Africa were kings and queens. And now, through special arrangements with the National Enquirer, Worldwide Magazine presents an exact reenactment of the car crash that killed Princess Di and Dodo.
Okay, Dodie, let's go. Stop calling me that. You're gonna be extinct. Oh, okay. There's paparazzi coming. Wee-ha! I'm afraid we're both extinct now. Why? Hey, we're not dead. Oh. Hey, you're dead? I think kind of woozy.
And so we bid a fond adieu to the world's favorite princess. She was a princess to the Protestants, a princess to the Catholics, a princess to the Americans, and a princess to the Jewish people. In fact, she was almost a Jewish-American princess. Princess Diana. We'll miss you. You're watching Worldwide Magazine. We're doing something now. And this is not like America's funniest videos or any of that crap. We are soliciting tapes from our viewers. And we know people that actually watch our show are kind of sick. So we're not looking for grandpa's false teeth falling in the wedding cake or anything like that. We're looking for really bizarre, really sick videos. If you have one, give us a call here at the Viewers Hotline anytime. 879-3002. And we'll call you back. And if it's really entertaining and really bizarre enough or sick enough, we'll put it on our show. So give us a call and tell us what you got.
We're here doing the Horner family medical situation. Mother Horner just got out of the hospital for diabetes. My brother Eugene here, he's got had TB, but he's clean and
I'm getting much better.
Don't.
Well, I'm sorry.
Please.
Well, I'm getting much better.
All right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say it, don't spray it, okay? Come on, Eugene. Say it, don't spray it. Doggone. And how are you doing, Mother Horner?
Pretty good.
You like those Cheez-Its?
Yeah, thank John for them.
Okay, we're thanking John for them. So, Mother Horner's doing okay on her diabetes. I got my problems taken care of for depression. I got that taken care of, so we're all in good health.
Getting better.
Okay, that's the report on the Horner family's report there. I'm doing very good, and I like to thank everybody with Worldwide Magazine that gave me support through all the depression I had and paranoid schizophrenia.
I'm just as plain and simple as you can plainly see. That's why I'm plain and simple as can be.
We're on Mackland Avenue in the city, and one of our viewers is having a surprise birthday party. His name is Rick, and part of the surprise is that he doesn't know that we're coming to cause trouble. So let's go inside and surprise Rick on his 40th birthday.
I love you! You're the best show on TV! Oh my God!
Linda, where are the videos? Where are the videos?
Oh, it's the meanest kid in the world! Oh, I love this kid! Oh! If they ever want to get rid of you, you can live here, okay? I swear to God. Oh my God! Oh, I know you! I see you on TV! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh, don't do this! Oh my God!
I showed him to him, and then he looked up and saw.
Pete's Pecs and Pussy Galore.
Oh!
Happy birthday!
Oh, Pete! Thank you so much!
They're not going anywhere. They're here for the duration.
Oh my God! Oh, this is great! It's one of the Horner brothers! The Horner brothers are at my house! Oh, this is great! All right! Oh, this is excellent! Oh my God!
Get his autograph.
Peach Pick? Oh my God! Oh wait, Sunday. I say, wait. I say we all head for the Del Mar Loop. What do you say, Pete? Your best shows are at the Del Mar Loop. Let's go there. We can get in trouble there, can't we? Come on. I know. Hey, I'm the king today. Oh my God! Oh, this is too much. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You can go inside and cry. I can cry in front of the cameras. I'm a girl.
Oh, this is too much.
Happy birthday, Sherry.
Happy birthday. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Happy
Oh my God, I got television stars at my 40th birthday party. Oh, this is great.
A couple weeks ago, Pete, Linda, and Mike and myself, we all went over to Illinois to a festival, and Vince went with us. Well, we had a real nice time at the festival, and we saw a lot of crafts and stuff. So then we was hungry, so then we stopped at this real nice restaurant to eat. And as we went in the door, it was a big, beautiful Victorian-looking place that we went in. All this beautiful wood and everything was real nice. Well, they had bowls of candy there that you're supposed to take one after you get done eating. Well, Vince saw that candy, and my God, he stuck both hands in the bowl to fill his pockets and his mouth. Looked like all at the same time. So then the waitress showed us to our table, and we went in there and we ordered. And they had a special, which Pete and Vince both ordered, and Big Mike and Linda and myself, we each ordered something different. Okay, Mike, let's see, Big Mike and Linda and myself, we got a salad first. And they served us some rolls with butter. Well, Vince saw them rolls. He took our rolls, snatched them up out of that basket. I think he left 2 in there. He ate all the butter, was eating them fast as he could pick them up. So I snatched the basket away from him, the 2 rolls that was left, so we would have something to eat with our dinner. He goes, "These are for everybody." I felt like saying, man, he's eating my rolls. You're eating my rolls, Vince. So anyway, his dinner, Pete's dinner, came with a biscuit and a piece of cornbread. And ours came with the rolls. So anyway, they brought our dinners over, and he started looking at Pete's dinner, and then he looked at his, and he looks and he starts counting Pete's pieces of sweet potatoes on his plate, and he says, "How come you got more sweet potatoes than I got?" He said, "Your sweet potatoes are bigger than mine." And he was all bent out of shape. And Pete just ignored him completely and just kept eating his sweet potatoes. Pete kept saying, "Man, these sweet potatoes sure are good." So anyway, he's looking at everybody's plate, and he's chomping on his chicken, and it's falling out of his mouth, hanging on his lips, and he's trying to eat real fast, I guess, so he can get our leftovers if we got any. So anyway, he ate, and pretty soon I saw there was nothing in his plate. That chicken done flew away. All that was left was bones. Pretty soon he was eating the bones. I couldn't believe my eyes. I thought, man, here goes the plate next. And then after that, we all got through with our dinner, and he just kept eating and eating. He kept eyeing all the people sitting around us. Like I thought, well, he's looking at their leftovers, you know, human garbage disposal. So anyway, I was so happy that he didn't embarrass me and go grab them other people's food. And you know, Vince is supposed to have a bad heart, supposed to be losing weight. And he's waiting for a heart transplant. Well, God, he is so obese, I don't know how they would ever be able to find his heart if they cut him open to replace his heart.
Vince! Pete, how else am I gonna get you going, man? You weigh a ton. And you're on an angle. Talk about a slave driver.
What'd you say, Vince? You know, Vince, I'm glad you came along. I enjoy it.
I love being in control. Wait, Pete, just sit still. Nothing's gonna happen to you. You're just gonna go down into the gully, that's all.
What'd you say, Vince?
This is work. I can't take this anymore.
Push, Vince.
All right.
Wait. I got him going now.
I forgot something in the car. Can we go back?
Isn't this fun? We're here at the Civil War for this rip-roaring episode of Worldwide Magazine. As you can see, there's some minor differences between the people over my shoulder. Nothing about federal union versus states' rights. Anyway, we're here for the carnage.
Oh, yeah.
And hopefully we'll have a good time and meet some interesting people. I'm tired. I've been pushing Pete, and enjoy this episode of Worldwide Magazine. Remember, Worldwide Magazine, setting a standard in dysfunctional family viewing for more than a decade.
Hey, Jack. Well, I'm pushing Pete up that hill. Is there a buffet here by any chance?
They're roasting a pig over there.
Oh, okay, thanks.
That's the difference. It's a natural gate.
Gone are the days when my heart was young and gay. Gone are the friends from the common fields away. Gone from the fields to a better land I know. I hear those gentle voices calling, oh, Black Joe, I'm coming, for my head is bending low. I hear those gentle voices calling, oh, Black Joe. Carry me back to old Virginia. There's where the corn and the sweet potatoes grow. There's where the birds warble sweet in the springtime. There's where this dear old darky Harlem long to go. There's where I labored so hard for old Massa, day after day, in the fields of yellow corn. No place on earth do I love more sincerely than old Virginia, the place where I was born.
Hi there, sports fans. Here we are at the Civil War reenactment, having a great time. Some beautiful equipment here, and I really like hearing those guns go off. It reminds me of deer season.
Well, I have the honor and the privilege this afternoon of interviewing Jefferson Davis, the President of the Confederate States of America. President Davis, your thoughts on the Jersey County Victorian Days Festival?
Oh, yes. Well, I was very pleased to receive an invitation. Of course, you understand with my pressing schedule, it's difficult to arrive everywhere where I'm needed for the cause.
Yes.
But I'm always pleased to meet true Southerners, wherever they may be, in this great America. You know, I recall when General Lee and I get together and we're not planning our strategy as two old war horses, we never have to ask each other about our scars. We already know this true story.
Well, how's the course of the war going, sir?
It's going very well, despite the usual newspaper articles from scoundrels. I can assure you that the banks of the South are solid. Don't cash your bonds.
In other words, save your Confederate money.
That's absolutely correct. The South was right. We intend to make a joyous comeback.
Man, come on, man, this is ridiculous. Come on, Pete, move. Oh, Pete, come on, man. You gotta get going, man. This is ridiculous. Oh, man, I can't take this anymore.
Come on, hurry up, Vince.
Come on, Pete. God, I can't push this anymore.
Come on, Vince.
Oh, my heart, I can't take it anymore.
Come on, Vince. I'm looking for a guy with a strong back and a weak mind. Come on, Vince.
I just can't do
Come
it.
on, you can, let me help you a little bit. Let me help you a little bit. There you go. God damn it. Come on. Let's push this thing. Come on. Let's go. See, it's no problem. I have no problem pushing it at all. Come on, let's go.
Come on, Pete. I can't push it.
You say you can do it. You can do it, Vince.
I can't push it. It's hard to push. I just can't do it. Oh, man, I can't go. Oh.
God damn it, I'm gonna go without you.
Look.
I want to talk to you about watermelons. Now, watermelons is a real special thing for me because, for one thing, look how much these things are. These are big. And they're able to grow these watermelons and bring them here to St. Louis, pick them, grow them, pack them in a truck, take them out to a market, and sell them for $2.50, $3. Now, how can they do that? I mean, look, just the weight. If you wanted to mail this watermelon in the mail, it would cost you more than $3. Now, the thing about watermelons, here's my philosophy about watermelons. First off, watermelon season, when is it? It's June, July, and August, a little bit in September. Only 3 months a year. I remember being in the supermarket like in December or January, just really dreaming I could have a watermelon, and there was no watermelons there. Or there was a watermelon there that was like from South America. It wasn't any good. Watermelons are only going on for like 3 months a year. So my philosophy is that if you get a watermelon, they're so cheap. If you get a watermelon and it's not real good, just throw it out and buy another one because they're cheap. Why waste your time eating a substandard watermelon when you can only eat watermelon about 3 months a year? Now, when I was a kid, we used to go down south and we used to stop at watermelon stands, and they would sell big pieces of watermelon for really cheap prices, and they always used to cut them this way. Let me show you. The long way. This is a good watermelon. Want some watermelon, Mrs. Horner? You can't dance? What does that mean?
Oh, the drummer boy hit a beat. You never did see such flying feet. And the trumpet played. Cindy and the prince, they swung and swayed. Did you hear that trombone slide? Listen to the half cats ride.
Oh, yes, okay, here you go. You take that mic. Okay, come on.
I don't know all the words.
Okay, well, they're on that TV screen. He's cute, isn't he?
No. Baby, oh,
word. I mean, one big word. He'll never say it. He'll never say that word.
Elvis sucks! Party sucks! Elvis sucks! Party sucks!
A giant cat! What a monster he was!
And that's our salute to Big Mike's and Ruth's pussycat, Gizmo, who is the biggest pussycat I've ever seen. You're watching Worldwide Magazine. We're starting something new. We hope it'll work out. We're soliciting videos from our viewers. If you have a video that's very unusual, a little bit sick, bizarre, whatever, give us a call here on the Viewers Hotline. We'll call you back. And if it's good, we'll play it on a special show of Worldwide Magazine. So send it in. We don't want that America's Funniest Home Videos type crap. We just want some, different stuff. So if you got something, give us a call. I'm sure you do. And speaking of the hotline, listen, I want to do something tonight. Everybody that usually calls the hotline, don't call it. And everybody that usually doesn't call the hotline, you call it. I'm so tired of getting these calls from these guys that keep talking about women's breasts. Women's breasts used to be important to me. Then I turned 13 and they weren't. So come on. I know we have some good people watching the show because we run into them all the time on the street. Give us a call and tell us you're there. 879-3002. 879-3002. And remember, the hotline is open all the time. So if it's busy, call back anytime. Harry White, the wrestling commissioner, has recently had a fight with the promoter, Tony Coster. Well, Harry has to go all over the country to find wrestlers. He was going to see some wrestlers in some remote areas of the country, and he didn't believe this, but he was told to go by parachute to save money for Tony, who's kind of like tight with his buck. So here we have some video of Harry White, our own wrestling commissioner, jumping out of a plane. Now, he's never done this before, so he was a little bit frightened, but he says he'll do anything to improve the wrestling at South Broadway, and here's what he's doing. He's jumping out of a plane. In fact, he jumped out so high that he's going through a cloud right now. It's like being an angel, but of course we all know there are no angels in professional wrestling. Actually, Tony said to Harry when they were having a fight, "Go jump." But Harry didn't believe him. I guess he does now.
Welcome to another edition of Worldwide Magazine, and boy, are we in for a treat today. We're down here in Soulard visiting all the beautiful barmaids that's serving St. Louis. And with us today, my very favorite barmaid, my favorite friend, the beautiful Rockin Rhonda, the hostess with the mostest. Right, Rockin Rhonda?
Right. Thank you, Vince. Today we're going to be talking to some of the coolest, most beautiful barmaids in Soulard. They'll be showing you some leg, and some butt, maybe even some belly. This is Pam. Show us some leg, Pam. Show us, turn around, baby. Show us some butt. Look at that. Isn't she sweet? Hey, Pam, why don't you go ahead and tell us about the best time you ever had kicking someone out of your bar?
Well, let's see. The best time I had was when this guy from out of town came in, and he had a little cocky attitude, so he started wanting to arm wrestle me and do some shots with me. So I said, come on, let's do it. So we did a few shots, and he's getting cockier and cockier, so we arm wrestled and slammed him down, and he got all embarrassed, so he punched me, and so I went over and whacked him.
I heard about that. I heard you did that. I wish I was there.
He should have never punched me, so I thought maybe I'd give him a little.
That's great.
Right?
Yeah.
But that was probably, I had a good time doing that. Got a lot of frustrations out. I think he deserved it.
Got a party in my pocket, and you know I'm gonna rock it, baby. Baby. Come on, Pam.
Now, let me ask you a question.
All right.
Is that why they call you Rockin Rhonda?
That's why they call me Rockin Rhonda. Why did the rooster cross the road? 'Cause he had his stuck in the chicken. Here's another beautiful barmaid from Soulard. We've got Jamie. Jamie's showing us a little bit of belly. Look at that. She needs to get that pierced. It's so pretty. Hey, Jamie, why don't you just tell us about the best time you ever had kicking somebody out of your bar?
Well, I had a fella come in with long hair dressed as a woman, and we had to make him leave because the guys thought he was prettier than I was, so they had to make him go. It was hurting my tips, so I had to make him go.
Was he beautiful?
He looked great. He looked too good.
But you got rid of him.
Yes.
That was great. All right, Jamie. Jamie, do you have a joke for us?
Yeah, I do. Right, this blonde lady calls the fire truck, and she says, my house is on fire. Could you send a fire engine? He says, well, sure. How do we get there? And she says, well, the big red fire truck, duh.
That is a blonde joke. You're looking really good. Jamie, could you dance for us?
Well, you know, I like to ask all the barmaids of Soulard all kinds of questions about why they became a barmaid. Now, Rhonda, you've been a good friend. Tell me, what was the real reason you became a barmaid?
Tell you the truth, my dad and mom knew that the only thing I could do was either cut hair or tin bar. So my dad taught me how to tin bar at a VFW hall. And I've been doing it ever since.
Well, that's interesting, you know, but what do you think most barmaids, you know, try to do when they get it like this? I mean, are they just trying to find a job like this? Or are they just interested in to make the money or what?
Oh, no, man, I'm telling you. Either you can do it or you can't do it. Either you're good at the bar or you're not. If you can't talk to people, then you're nowhere. And
Right, and looks really help. And Rhonda has the looks. I mean, she's a beautiful, beautiful woman. And, you know, with a guy like me, Rhonda, you think I could find a good barmaid somewhere here in St. Louis?
I don't know, Vince.
I've been a single guy all my life, honey, you know, and it seems like I'm always running into married barmaids, not single barmaids, married barmaids. Why is it that men get so attracted, or the married ones get so attracted to us single guys?
I'll tell you what, though, I'm married, and if I wasn't married, I'd lick you up.
Heart is, you know, a man's heart is always when he's eating all the time. He thinks of a woman all the time. A woman, every time I eat, man, I think of women all the time. I mean, food just gets me going.
Let me do a dance for you, Vince.
Well, sure, Rhonda, why don't you? Shake that tail feather, baby. Just keep shaking it, Rhonda. That's what I like about all my women. You know,
I'll dance around you, boyfriend.
Vince and Marty, the Vince and Marty show is based on women. We always think of women all the time. It's a 24-hour job with us. Unfortunately, Marty's not here today to be with me and Rhonda. And, you know, Marty always likes the women, and this is why me and Marty have our show. We have women like this on our show constantly. And I'm with another beautiful barmaid here at Soulard, and I'm with Julie. And Julie, tell me about these tattoos that you have.
They are all Hopi Indian and very personal. They all have a very personal story to tell. But I can only tell the story if you're here. So you got to come down and see me to get the story. It's the only way you're going to hear it.
Well, you know, it's very interesting. Are you married by any way, Julie?
Oh, no, never have been.
What are you looking for in a boyfriend, Julie?
Somebody who's just mysterious, creative, mysterious, kind, gentle, mysterious. The angel of all our men. Come down to me now. That's what I'm looking for.
Me? I mean, I'm a single guy. I'm a single guy. You know, hanging out in these bars, I'll tell you, it's sometimes it's a curse. All these women, they just like to hang all over me. I'm just a piece of meat to all these beautiful women in Soulard. I just can't get over it. They treat me like a sex object, and I'm just tired of it. And I'm sick and tired of it. And I'm sick and tired of it. And I love them all. But I just can't take this anymore. I just can't take it. When I think of women, I think of food. And food just gets me going. And women get me going. And I'm just tired of it. And I'm tired of it. Oh, God, please, girls. I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. Oh, God, I can't take it. What a life. I just can't take it anymore. I just can't take it anymore. My heart. What am I going to do? Where am I going to go with women like this all over me? What am I going to do? This is what Vince and Marty's all about. We're tired. I'm tired of all these women just hanging over.
Do you know what you call lesbian identical twins? Lookalikes.